I'm Lisa Gray with the latest music business news. Some indie music communities have a trend of disparaging major record labels. Today's musicians may shudder at the idea of receiving a 360 record deal. The label sellout is swiftly applied to independent musicians who give up their independence and join with a major label. Canadian artist Hugo is still basking in the glory of the Homeboy album's popularity, a celebration of the music Hugo listened to while growing up in Canada. Hugo is following up that triumph with an album of cover songs on which he has remixed the tunes. A major record label might encourage one of its signed artists to release a cover song album as a follow-up to a well-received tribute album. Salutations to radio stations and legendary musicians whose music has brought you such delight are one thing, but releasing a follow-up cover album as an expected streams booster is quite another. Commentators on the music industry might ask this question: is Hugo selling out? Joining me now to discuss Hugo's new album, titled I Got You Covered, is British music critic Jeremy Brown. Good to talk to you again, Jeremy. So what's your intake on Hugo's new album? Is it a marketing plot?
Thanks for having me, Lisa. Is Hugo selling out? Not really. The fact that Hugo works in the music industry and has worked hard to create wonderful music makes it only natural that he would want the widest possible audience to hear it. It's one thing to have skills and create excellent songs, but quite another to archive your assets beneath your bed. When you have to make your own business decisions and realize that major labels are only there to assist you, putting butter on your bread, then following the trend of criticizing major labels doesn't seem feasible.
So how feasible is the idea of artistic independence, Jeremy?
Well, Lisa, Hugo is affiliated with Virgin Records through Intercept and Ingrooves Music Distribution. When looking at high numbers of releases being uploaded to streaming platforms each day, using major label strategies to allay Hugo releases helps Hugo rise above the noise, and also helps make it easy to get positive nods from the affiliation with a major label like Virgin Records. Hugo showed that the new album, I Got You Covered, is not just a follower of a major label strategy trend. Hugo's process begins with marketing research, and findings indicated that there is a large demand for this type of music album. The increase in the number of cover songs being uploaded on social and music platforms every day is a reality of the times we're living in, particularly with the emergence of trending cover songs on platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels.
What about taking licenses to cover those songs? How complicated is that process, Jeremy?
The circumstances surrounding the release of albums like I Got You Covered have evolved. I don't think Hugo would have been interested in doing the album if he had to involve lawyers in order to obtain licensing agreements and deal with the hassle of releasing a cover album like in the past decades. Making an album of cover songs is less onerous today thanks to the ability to retain mechanical rights and the simplification of the procedure made possible by agencies like the Harry Fox Agency.
Thank you so much for your analysis, Jeremy. And that's all the music business news we have for you today. Coming up next are the international headlines.
Thank you, Lisa.